Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. It's me, Gabe. And first, I just want to say thank you. I've been really encouraged by folks watching my videos, commenting, subscribing. That's been really cool. It's not really even something I expected. More so, I just made this page to have a historical log of my thoughts and just somewhere to talk about watches. None of my friends have this interest, so it's somewhere for me to share my thoughts. But really, sincerely, thank you. It's been fun connecting with some of you, and I really appreciate the kind words. Um, Today, I wanted to talk about a couple unpopular opinions that I have. I don't know. You tell me if they're unpopular, but let's just jump right in. The first is listen, guys, everybody's got a different opinion. For me, I'm in the itty bitty wrist committee. Okay, uh, and so for me, 40 millimeters. That's it. I'm not going above 40 millimeters. 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. It's just not really doable for me. This is all subjective. Some people want a huge G-Shock on their small wrist. And now, I do think with G-Shock, it's a little bit different. But without too many caveats, I will say over 40 millimeters is just too big for my wrist and for a lot of wrists, in my opinion. I like the smaller look. I have a 36 millimeter Datejust. I have the small Casio, like F91W. I have a 30, I think it's 35 millimeter Nomos. And those watches just fit great. Ultimately, this is a style thing. It's subjective, it's a preference. Let me know what you think. Do you wear big watches? Would you ever consider a Panerai? For me, like one watch that I love, that I would love to get, is the white dial Seamaster Diver Omega. Guys, it's 42 millimeters. It's just plain too big. Same with the Speedmaster. I think they're 42. It's just too big. Like, I can't wear them. So let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you. The next unpopular opinion is beads of rice bracelets. Don't come around me with the beads of rice bracelet. Um, it's just not for me. It looks weird. Like, I don't know what it is. They're all shiny. They're the beads of rice style. It just looks funky. I'm okay with the several link bracelet, Jubilee bracelet, obviously being such a famous example of this type of sort of design generally. But the beads of rice bracelet, I think it's an old thing. It was brought into play, I think most notably by Patek, maybe in like the 40s, like a long time ago. And some new brands, some micro brands, and they're looking to take a sort of vintage appeal, and so they bring in the beads of rice bracelet on a diver or what have you, maybe even a dress watch, which I think is how they were used on the early Pateks. But it's just not for me. If you like a beads of rice bracelet, let me know the specific watch. I want to look into it. I'm open to liking it, but I just haven't seen an example of it that really speaks to me. Um, okay, let's get into watches in particular. The Rolex Daytona is one of the most identifiable, coveted, admired, and well-known watches in the world. Undeniable. And it's a great watch. Now, you can't get one. If you have one, congratulations to you. I would like one. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a great watch. I would like one. But you can't get one. And to get one on the secondary market, you're paying $25,000 or more US. That's crazy. When you can get a Zenith Chronomaster Sport for, I think, under $10,000. I'm gonna verify that. But you guys, the Zenith Chronomaster Sport, in my opinion, is a better watch. The proportions are perfect. It looks beautiful. It's got more going on. It's more interesting than the Daytona. It's got a date complication. The bracelet's so comfortable. This is just a perfect watch. Excuse my work notifications. It's just a perfect watch. And if you get a chance to try these on, Try them on. Let me know which you prefer. The Daytona, guys, it's not a knock. It's a great watch. Is it the perfect watch? I don't know. You tell me. All right. Lastly, the Omega Aquaterra is better, wait for it, than the Rolex Oyster Perpetual. I know. I know. This is tough. But I like them more. They're more interesting. The dials have more substance, more texture. I don't know, guys. For an everyday watch, something you can wear everywhere, you can dress it up, dress it down. I get the OP, but when I look at the Aquaterra, I just feel like it's a better watch. And to have it at a 38 millimeter option, for me, again, going back to size, is right on the money for an everyday watch. A 38 millimeter Aquaterra, I really like that blue, like it's got waves or maybe just lines through the dial. I think they have date complications. Anyway, I'll put a couple up on the screen that I like, but it's my pick. And you're saving a couple $1,000. And on the secondary market, these are cheap. Cheap is not the right word. You know what I mean. None of this is cheap. Okay. Before I go, I just want to say I got a comment on my last video that was like, it was like, what should I get? I asked, what should I get next? And somebody said, oh, just enjoy what you have. You're already worried about what to get next. You just started. Guys, don't take any of this too seriously. I don't have a problem, but that's what I would say. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just having fun. It's an interest of mine. Watches are a hobby of mine. It's not my life. It's not my whole personality. I'm not, I'm saving money, much more than I'm spending on watches. And don't let this be your personality either. And if you're watching somebody's video on YouTube and they talk about watches and you think it's their whole personality, just remember, this is a very small part of my life. And so, yeah, I appreciate the concern, but I don't think I have a problem. All right, guys, thanks for being with me. Hope to see you in the next one. Like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you want. Thanks for joining me. Bye, everyone.